Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class, and this time I'll teach you how to solve system of equations with three variables. Now, do you see we have x, y, and z, which means in order to solve this system, we need at least three equations, which is here, 1, 2, 3. The question is, how do we do this? It's very simple. It's not difficult, but it can take quite a long time. That's why I gave you like this big space. So let's do this one. First one. First, you have to choose two equations. For me, let me choose these two. So it's gonna be number one. Make sure you label it clearly so that you don't get confused, and leave some space here. 2x minus 6y plus 9z is equal to negative 8. 5x plus y plus 2z is equal to 10. Now, as you know, if you want to let's try to get rid of x. So here, top and bottom, we have to fully multiply. So I'm going to multiply by 5 on the top and 2 in the bottom. And again, they are same sign, right? So we have to put negative to one of these two. Let me put negative on the top so that I don't have to deal with negative 8, okay? So let's do it. Negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. Negative 5 times negative 6 is positive 30y. Negative 5 times 9z is negative 45z is equal to positive 40. Next, 2 times 5x is 10x. 2 times y is plus 2y. 2 times 2z is plus 4z equals 2 times 10, 20. So let's combine them. Negative 10 and positive 10 disappear. 30 plus 32 is 32y. Negative 45 plus 4 is negative 41z is equal to 40 plus 20 is 60. All right, we got one equation done. Step number 2, you are going to choose another two. You can choose these two or you can choose these two. It does not matter which one you choose. But let me choose first and last one, just for fun, okay? So I will write 2x minus 6. Oh, wait a second. That's A. So that's number 2. I'm going to write 2x minus 6y plus 9z is equal to negative 8. And 3x plus y minus 8z is equal to negative 28. All right, let's flip multiply. I'm going to multiply by 3 on the top, 2 in the bottom. And since two numbers are equal to each other, same sign, we have to put negative to one of these two. So let me put negative, instead of on the top, let me put it in the bottom in this case. But you can put it on the top. It does not matter. Just be careful with sign when you do it. So 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18y. 3 times plus 9 is 27z equals 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times y is negative 2y. Negative 2 times negative 8 is positive 8z equals negative 2 times negative 28 is positive 56. Many people usually make mistake on this like sign here because it is too long. There's so many places that you can make mistake. So be careful with that. So let's add them. So these two disappear. Negative 18 minus 2 is negative 20y. 27 plus 8 is plus 35z equals negative 24 plus 56 is gonna be positive 32. All right, so now look at these two equations. Now, do you see now we have a two variables left over because we crossed out x? So what we're gonna do is we are gonna use these two equations to eliminate more variables. So let's write it here. So basically what we're trying to do is we just got rid of x, right? Here we're gonna get rid of y. In that case, we will be able to solve z. After we know what z is equal to, then we should be able to find y, and then we're gonna be able to solve for x. So that's gonna be our thing. So let's do this one. So this one is what we did from like 1-2. So if you want to solve it, now you have to flip multiply. And you're going to see, do you see now numbers are pretty big? So be careful with that. So on the top, I'm going to multiply by positive 20. In the bottom, positive 32. Because we don't care about the sign when you multiply here. And now do you see these two, they are different sign because one of these is negative. Therefore, I don't have to put negative to one of these two. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let's do this one. What's a 20 times 32? Well, apparently I'm not math genius, so I have to use decimals. So you guys can do this one as well. So let's do this one. So 20 times 32 is equal to 640y. 20 times 41 is negative 820z is equal to 20 times 60 is 1200. I mean, that one I did it without calculator because it's kind of easy to do it. But I'm just telling you that you might want to use decimals because that's going to be, you're going to make less mistake in that case. So 32 times negative 20 is negative 640. And 32 times 35, that I do not know. So 32 times 35 is, okay, plus positive 1120z equals 32 times 32, I don't know, it's 1024. So let's combine them like this. So do you see why this appear? So what's 1120 minus 820? So 20 disappears, so it's gonna be about 300z, right? Is equal to when what? I made a mistake somewhere. I don't think so. Yeah. So here. Yeah, equals. This one is gonna be what? When I wait. Okay. So here, there's a reason that I'm hesitating right now because I'm gonna get this number, but when I divide by 300, I will probably have a decimals. In that case, I made a mistake somewhere. So let's look at it. Did I copy first? I'm gonna check if I copy down the question correct. Yes, I copied question right. And let's see if I multiplied everything right. Okay, so I did everything right here. And here, yep, I did everything here, right here. So I just crossed out 32. Okay, minus 41z equals 60. And then I even copied this one down right. Number 2, did I copy this question right? Yes. Let's see. That means I made a mistake here. So first, I copied the question right. I copied the question right. So let's see. Okay, so 6, negative 18, 27, minus 24, I'm right. Negative 6, negative, okay. Negative 6, negative 2, negative 2. Oh, here, I made a mistake here. So do you see negative 2 times negative 8? That's a positive 16. I think when I was doing this one, I told you to like be careful with that, but see, Even I made a mistake, so that happens. So 27 plus 17 at here, this is gonna be what? 30, 43. So it's a 43Z, okay? I made a mistake here. I'm sorry, guys. I made a mistake here. Like this portion particularly, okay? So here, that's a 43. So here, this one should be 43. Let me change it. So 32 times 43 is... Okay, now this one is gonna be 1,376. Now let's do it here. So do you see here, when I multiply it, now I get this one. So now I'm gonna get a little bit different number. So when I do it here, negative 820 plus 1376 is equal to 500. Yeah, this one sounds right. 556Z. All right. So here, if I divide by 556 both sides to solve for Z, now it's gonna be 2224. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 4. Yep, Z is equal to 4. All right, so I got the answer for Z. Now, since I know what Z is, now it is my time to solve for X and Y. Now, to solve for Y, obviously, if I plug in here, I still have 2 variables, so I cannot do it. So I'm gonna use one of these 2. Which one should I use? It does not matter, but I'm gonna use this one because this is the one that I think that I made a mistake. So you're gonna use one of these 2 equations to plug in Z. In that case, you should be able to solve for Y. So let's do this. So negative 20Y plus 43, but instead of Z, I'm going to substitute 4 because that's what we found here. That is equal to 32. What's up 43 times 4? I don't know. So let's do it. 43 times 4. So it's going to be negative 20y plus 172 equals 32. And then minus 172. Negative 20y is equal to negative 140. Y is equal to 7. Like when you divide by negative 20. Okay. So now we got Z value and we got Y value. Now we have to solve for X. So we have to find equation that has an X. So it's going to be one of these 3. Which one should I use? It does not matter. Just choose one that looks easy. I'll just use the first one because that one looks simple. So I'm going to write 2x minus 6y plus 9z is equal to negative 8. And let me plug in everything. 2x minus 6, but instead of y, I'm going to put 7 plus 9, but instead of z, I'm going to put 4 is equal to negative 8. So let's do one by one. 2x. Negative 6 times 7 is negative 42. 9 times 4 is plus 36 equals negative 8. So negative 24 plus 36 is 2x. So it's going to be what? Negative 6, right? Equals negative 8. And let's solve for x, like plus 6 both sides. You get 2x is equal to negative 2. Therefore, if you divide by 2 both sides, you get x equals negative 1. Finally, we got all the answers. Just be careful. When you write down the answer, it always should be x, y, z order. So it's going to be negative 1, 7, and 4. That's going to be the solution to this system, okay? So that's how you do it. I believe you guys can do other questions by yourself from now on. maybe I'm gonna make another video for this one so that you guys can follow this, and make sure you try this one by yourself, okay? So that's about it, guys. See you next time. I love you guys. Bye.